Welcome back to Autofocus. We are on our Q&A segment with our esteemed guest this week, Ms. Minnie Valencia Bustamante, the top marketing executive of Ford Philippines, and we are joined by two top motoring journalists, Bochy Santos and Ulysses Ang. Now, Minnie, before the break, you were talking about the EcoSport. This time, may I divert our attention, not really completely divert, but to another remarkable Ford model, the Ranger. I understand the Ranger is registering some sales figures that were not imaginable before.
Yes.
I think it's getting to be a leader in its segment. Can you tell us why you think this model, particular Ranger model, is selling like anything?
The all-new Ranger actually, to me, we launched it a couple of years ago. Globally, the demand is still there. It's really, how Ford is built, Ford tough. And the Ranger, I think, is a very good representation of that. That's why people still love it. People drive it everywhere. People who, some of our customers, they bring it to work and then they're off for the weekend. So it's really that. It's the built Ford tough image that's driving it.
I understand, Minnie, also that in the just concluded Autofocus Summer Test Drive Festival, presented by Caltex with Technology. I have to say that. Well, thank you for your support, Caltex. Anyway, this Ford Ranger model was one of the busiest that you offered during the test drive.
Yes.
And there were a lot of test drives, really. How was it? Do you now have a long list of reservations?
Actually, from that test drive, and thank you for inviting us, and we were very happy that we actually joined because it has taken the queue has been there, and now it's longer again because of the renewed. We should have more of the test drive campaigns.
Don't worry, we have one in November.
Yes.
Anyway.
So the interest is there. It surprises even us, but I guess it's really, how Filipinos say, guwapo talaga yung Ranger.
I think macho.
Macho,
Mas,
no? Na
more
talagang
appropriate,
nandun
adjective for
siya,
the Ranger.
talagang Ford. And you remember when we had the F-150s here, di ba? Parang yun. Now the Ranger is the size of the F-150. From before, yung tingin natin sobrang laki and pero ngayon yung Ranger, it really shows.
Given that the dealers are actually your first line of contact with your customers, are there plans to expand your dealer network this year?
Actually, we are expanding and we are upgrading our facilities. We have what we call the branded retail look and feel, and you will notice it with most of our dealerships. We're upgrading because Ford is about 15 years here already. We had the branded retail 1 concept before, now it's branded retail 2. We're upgrading and we're expanding, and we're looking at a little over 35 dealerships before the end of the year.
Currently, how many dealerships do you have?
We actually have about 30.
So 5 more.
Yes, 5 more. And then moving forward, it's really expanding.
Going back to EcoBoost, if you don't mind, from my point of view, I see it as a technological breakthrough that Ford has, which could actually enhance usage of the vehicle. With all due respect, I think a lot of people still don't know what EcoBoost is. Do you have any plans of further educating the motoring public about this?
Yes, actually.
Like going to TV or something?
No, you actually asked the perfect question because, some manufacturers were known for this feature. Other manufacturers were known for this feature. We'd like Ford to be known as the one who introduced the EcoBoost technology. And yes, we are going big. We have plans of giving out more information to the media and to our customers. And of course, we will make sure we tie up or partner up with people like you to help us, educate our customers.
Incidentally, we just raised our rates. Anyway, seriously, I welcome that development because I received a lot of questions about this. I don't really know EcoBoost by heart. I still have to go look at my código. But, as I do this, every time I receive a question, I get to learn more about it, and it's something that should be really be made known, especially for your advantage. It's a distinct feature of most of the Ford vehicles. And my question now is, will this technology be applied to all vehicles?
The direction is to most of our nameplates. What nameplates they are, I am not in a position to say, but that's what we want. That's like Ford's green answer to, we have our 4 brand pillars: quality, green, safe, and smart. That's one of our pillars in the green factor, the EcoBoost. And that's actually first-hand feedback from you to me that we lack EcoBoost information out there, and we're going to do more of it.
We will welcome you on our shows.
Motorsport. In the past, Ford has forayed into motorsport. I think early 2000, and then with the Focus, and then afterwards with Fiesta. Personally, I just felt at that time, maybe if Ford had embraced social media early on, at the time that they introduced one make race series with the Focus, and then afterwards with the Fiesta, it would have been met with more success. But now, as you know, one manufacturer is doing it, and then another one has also announced that they'll be doing it, although they got postponed to next year. What about Ford? I mean, in the United States and in Europe, Ford and racing, two things that are very closely tied together. And I would think, because the car industry is currently at a golden age right now, all-time high sales, there's room again for motorsport to grow and develop. Has Ford looked into going back into motorsport?
Locally, we actually haven't, but we're always open, and we're always watching the market. And I think when we see that the market's ready, and like you said, we have it in the other markets, and they're really mature markets, we should be able to do that. But right now, there are no plans.
No immediate
yeah,
plans,
no immediate plans.
Yeah, my question has to do with Ford's future. It's been announced that Alan Mulally is retiring. It's being replaced by Mark Fields. How will that affect, for example, Ford's global plan or direction for the next few years or even decades?
I don't think it's going to have any effect in a negative way, but because Mark has always been working with Alan, and their mindset is the same, their goals are the same, and as a company, everything else is the same. So I think it will benefit us, because I'm sure Mark will just carry on what Alan has put in place, and then, improve it. And the way the leadership team of Ford is today, it's really one team, one plan. It's like the personality is not really important, but it's the whole plan of the whole company.
Okay, our director, Ms. Jenny Bless, has given me the sign that I should cut it.
Cut it already.
So, I'd like really to thank you so much, Minnie, for sharing us with your time. I know you've been living in your suitcase lately. Every time we call you up, you're somewhere. And thank you for this opportunity. Before we let you go, would you have any last words? I wouldn't say last words. A message to our viewers, please.
Message would be, thank you for, loving our products. We love our products. Would like you to continue to support the motoring media, our friends, and our dealerships. If I may invite you to please visit our upgraded facilities and check out our vehicles. They will speak for themselves. And thank you, Yuli, thank you, Butch, and thank you, Bochi, for all your questions. Actually, I was kind of worried about, what can they ask, what might they ask, but I found it really very engaging, and I've learned a thing or two, so thank you.
I heard Bochi is reserving some questions off camera. Well, that concludes the Autofocus Q&A this week. May I thank our guests, motoring journalists, Mr. Ulysses Ang, thank you, Yuli, and Mr. Bochi Santos. Bochi, thank you for joining us, and of course our distinguished guest on Q&A this week, Ms. Minnie Valencia Bustamante. of Ford Philippines. Stay tuned for more about the automobile and its industry here on Autofocus, the Philippine Motor Show on television.
Thank you.